Andrew's preparing for an interview.
I'm actually taking a few minutes in between. I realized I can't prepare well. So I'm going to eat for 7 minutes and then go into the interview.
Nice.
So I'm just kind of reading some news.
Yeah.
I'm dealing with the fact that the office is a mess. With all these boxes that keep coming in. I was going to say I could use a real good box room, but it's better that it's in the way. It keeps me from ordering more.
A box room. Like a room just for packages?
Just for packages. Holy crap, period. That's way too many. Thanks for telling me.
James just canceled.
I've been thinking that one of the nice parts about publishing more often is that we now can think of what we could have done differently and then find ways to add that in.
Yeah.
So we actually don't have another event just like this, unfortunately.
Are you... You're taking the day off tomorrow, right? Are you doing...
No, I'm gonna go work. I haven't caught up on anything for days. I'm gonna go sit somewhere and for once without any time pressure, sit and go through stuff. So the first thing I'll do is probably call Andrea and do all the email. We'll get to inbox 0. Then I will have to sit and go through all the base camp tasks. And once I'm done with that, I can breathe. And then maybe go do a long run somewhere longer than today. So today will be 6, maybe 5. Tomorrow I think should be 12. And then Sunday, if I can. If not Sunday, then tomorrow should be the 22 miles.
Yeah.
And that'll get me good to go.
Will you run a full marathon at all before the trip?
I would like to run a full marathon before the trip, but I won't have enough time, unfortunately. That sucks.
Are you worried that you're not going to be able to run a full marathon when you're on the trip?
I have 0 doubt that I'll be able to run a full marathon.
Okay.
I do think that I could be in trouble on this one. I think the first marathon could be a really painful experience where I have to struggle. I'm imagining right now, based on my training, that my biggest challenge is going to be mile 17. But maybe I can push myself because I'm in a new environment and because it's big and get to mile 21 before hitting a wall, just based on my running experience so far.
Interesting.
The other issue is we actually don't even know where we're going to run. So I don't know the environment. It's so much easier for me to run in San Francisco or in DC because I've lived there, and so I have my path. I almost wore a groove down the Embarcadero through the places that I've run. I could tell you exactly how to get up to the Golden Gate Bridge without having any obstacles in your way. I think when we're in Texas, when we're in Mexico, who knows? I've wasted a lot of energy on long bike rides because I didn't know where the path was. And then I get lost, and then I'm stuck. Or you undo yourself and try, like you go somewhere and then you realize you're in the wrong direction, you have to turn around.
Why is mile 17 the hardest?
I think that a marathon is actually not a healthy distance for me. I'm only doing a marathon because it feels mentally satisfying to clear that hurdle. I think everyone's body is different. My body is really meant to go 18 miles. That's a nice long push it to the limit. Going 26.2 miles, that means adding another 8 miles on top of the 18 that my body's ready for, is really pushing it way beyond. So why am I doing it? Because it feels much more satisfying to hit that big number, to hit that big goal. It's so arbitrary. And people keep saying, when they hear the things that I want to do, well, why do you care? We're all going to die one day. Well, the way I keep it interesting is going for marathon length distance because it seems a little unrealistic. Feels more exciting.
Yeah. How long do you have to train for your first marathon?
I think a good time to train is 6 months. With my foot, my doctor told me to wait 6 months before running the first marathon. And even that was her reluctantly saying it. I think we're doing this marathon with 3 months of training in between kid activities. You know, I've got kids, so I do prioritize still. And my wife's calendar and all that. I call cough a lot on my runs. I think
I noticed that.
I have asthma, and it's new, and I'm refusing to accept it. I refuse to take the asthma medicine that they gave me.
Is it sports asthma?
Yeah, that's a thing. How does everyone know about it? I never heard about it.
I was told I had sports asthma whenever I was playing basketball in high school. But I haven't noticed it since high school. Maybe I haven't been tired since high school.
Olivia had it for a short period of time,
right.
And then she said she just got over it, and the doctor told me the same thing. Just deal with this. You're gonna get past it. I only inhaled that thing once.
Do you think it's just inhaling trash?
I do believe that
it's just
the city that we're in is dirty. I think when I was living in LA, I was really just inhaling all that garbage in the air, and I'm not very sensitive to that because I grew up in New York. But I found myself just disgusted, couldn't breathe very well. And then we moved to DC, and it was so much easier to run. You know, they have all those national parks everywhere, a few cars really, even though they always think that they have a lot of cars. They're always so shocked by how much traffic they have.
Would you ever wear one of those running masks? They're not even for...
I thought about it.
They're not for pollution though, are they?
We had one for pollution. I always wanted to because it is kind of dirty. I run by the highway for a big part of my run, and the reason I do that is because there's no cross traffic by a highway. I hate waiting for the light to change. So you run by a highway, there's no cross traffic. The problem with the highway is you're inhaling a lot of dirt. So you don't have the risk of getting hit by a car that's turning before it sees you, but you do have all that dirt. So I thought about wearing a mask, and then do you remember when the Bay Area had that smoky period? It was like a good week, right?
Yeah.
Couldn't go out without putting a mask on, so I wore it, and I even went for a run with it on, and it was so hard to breathe with that.
Wow.
I didn't realize how your body has to work harder to get the air through that mask. When you're running, it's not getting enough air.
Can I look at your settings, see what you have set up?
Yeah, and I was actually thinking I should change the settings to, so then the frame rate we can increase for that.
Yeah.
Just for the running. And then when we export, does it undo that unnatural frame rate? It doesn't?
No.
No, I mean when you put it into a video editing app and then you export it, can you export it to 29.8 whatever?
I can I can edit the frame rate when I'm exporting.
Okay.
But when you convert from this frame rate to this one or from 60 to 24, it looks different.
It does?
It doesn't look cinematic. It's okay and compatible, but it has a different feeling. My advice would be if you're running or moving at all, use 30 or 60. I guess 30 if you need to.
Okay, so you're saying whenever I run, maybe go to 60 if I run and it bounces a lot, but always keep it at 24 otherwise. Shit. All right, I'm gonna go. I think there should be some sunlight left. Block up when you're done since it'll be a few days.
Okay. You're not gonna be here tomorrow? You're going somewhere else?
I don't know where I'm gonna go. That drives Olivia crazy. She'll ask me a few minutes before I go and I still won't know.
Okay.
I do need some stuff from here. Hey Siri, what time is sundown today? 5:40, okay.
I like your Mixergy swag.
Yeah, man. It's good. The one we're doing this month. So, you know, we have our company culture, the principles that we all live by. One of them is we do less. And so I've noticed that we keep doing more and more stuff all the time, and then we have to maintain it all. So I said to the team, every month we're going to take a different principle that guides our company, and we're going to find a way to live it. We're going to find a way to reward it. And this month is we do less, and anyone who can find something substantive to not do will get a t-shirt that says I did less for Mixergy. And so people are coming up with some really good stuff to get rid of. In fact, I'm the weak link. They're the one who has not found the great things to stop doing. But we will. We're going to go through every weekly call talking about how we do a little bit less. And we've had some pretty strong opinions about that, which I like. All right, I'm going to see you later.
All right.
I'll see you online.
See you, man.
Bye.
Thanks
for editing this.
Yeah, I'll see you on Monday, Tuesday, sometime.
Yeah. I still don't know what the schedule. It's coming up.
Freaking so soon.
Yeah. I'm excited to see Mexico. I'm excited to look
Me too.
around.
I'm excited to figure it all out.
Yeah.
And see. I watched a Mexico City doc yesterday on Netflix, a BBC doc about Mexico City, and then I watched an Antarctica one, the Anthony Bourdain series. Getting really excited.
There.
Man, the trip out there looks insane, man. It's like a crazy plane.
Yeah.
And then this insane like bus with gigantic tires that is sometimes heated and sometimes not. So I'm excited, man. Get out there. The sun's gonna go down.
Oh
so.
yeah. I'll get some water. I'll see you later.
All right, see ya.